Halloween, everyone. It's Bones Malone, the dueling skeleton. Do you have Halloween spirits? Because I've drawn 6 sinister cards from my spooky deck that will give you quite the fright this Halloween night. Why don't you check them out, software agents?
When I think of Halloween, the first thing I think of is a big-ass scary pumpkin with a funny face. That being said, who else but Pumpkin the King of Ghosts fits that role? With his freaky one eyeball and carved out spiky teeth, this guy represents the iconic piece of produce that is synonymous with the holiday.
Pumpkin is one of those early tribute monsters they made when they were still trying to figure out just how powerful these cards should be. Its effect was a straightforward buff to zombies in the anime and manga, but in the real-life card game, he has a complicated interaction with Castle of Dark Illusions. I guess that's supposed to be his home? Oh, and according to that deep Pumpkin lore, he has a kid somehow? Skull Servant.
It wouldn't be Halloween without a skeleton. Not that I'm biased or anything.
Skull Servant is one of the absolute weakest monsters from the very early days of the game. Even early on, he was somewhat of a meme, because people were trying to figure out just how to make him useful. At least in the early days, it was a fool's errand. It was apparent that he was a bad card on purpose. Some of the video games even give you a special bonus for winning the duel with him. He's that infamous. King of Skull Servants was an attempt to make him somewhat of an archetype. He was kind of a powerful card in a casual setting, but really not strong enough to compete. But Skull Servant really blew up when they reworked it as the white archetype.
How about instead of a card, we talk about a spooky archetype instead? That's right, the Ghost Tricks. Ghost Tricks are a flip-based Xyz archetype that's focused on spooking the opponent with flip effects and trap cards. Many of these monsters reference classic Halloween characters, such as Ghost Trick Mary and Ghost Trick Stein. Their trap card, Ghost Trick or Treat, lets your opponent choose between paying 2,000 life points, kinda like giving candy, or having their monster negated and flipped face down, kinda like getting tricked. Enjoy these cards in this season and have a good Ghost Trick night. Just make sure not to play 3 copies of Ghost Trick Mary at 3 AM. And what better way to rep the spirit of Halloween than Hallow the spirit of tricks and Ween the spirit of treats? These cards represent the playful nature of the season as well. One represents the mischief, and the other, sweets. These cards released alongside a Master Duel event where players could choose between a Fiend deck and Zombie deck, where the focus is either Hallow or Ween respectively.
A search spell named Halloween was released alongside them.
These cards are not that good, and they barely see any play, but in the event that they were released in, they sure were a fun and spooky addition to both decks.
Speaking of trick-or-treating on Halloween, Live Twin Lila does exactly that in one of her many alternate costumes. Much like the actual VTubers that inspired them, the Live Twins have a wide array of costumes for every occasion, like Valentine's, Christmas, stealing your credit card, and even Halloween. Live Twin Lila Treat accessorizes with every piece of Halloween-y symbolism there is. Candies, ghosts, bones, eyeballs, pumpkins with little bat wings, and even mummy bandages. She even dressed her shark up for the occasion, though her actual use case in the Live Twin deck is questionable at best. Lila Treat is a perfect representation of Halloween spirit, or at least everything you'd find lying around the aisles of a spirit Halloween.
Call of the Haunted. A fake tombstone is a very popular lawn decoration on Halloween. So, how about Call of the Haunted? It's a whole bunch of tombstones.
The graveyard is the most Halloween-y thing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to offer.
Call of the Haunted was famously used by Bones in the anime and manga, although originally it had a much more powerful effect. It made your monsters a bunch of invincible zombies. It was a staple of the real-life card game for many years, until it got power crept. It also appeared a lot with its real-life effect in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Call of the Haunted scary.
Thanks for checking out the video, and let us know which other Yu-Gi-Oh cards have Halloween spirit.